Hello, y'all. Welcome back to Melanin Madam. Tonight we have our Turn Up Thursday, and we're supposed to be drinking. However, I have one hell of a damn headache.
I'm drinking though.
Jesus. You drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. You can drink for both of us. Tell me how it tastes. Um,
Right.
my damn head hurts so bad from this, still after this vacation. No, they don't tell you that about a career. You're the only one in your position. So when you take vacation, who the fuck is doing your work?
That.
I'm just saying. Okay, so Crown Royals for tonight's topic. We are doing sex questions. So I actually pulled some up because I'm not dealing with y'all no more. Y'all be sending the most interesting stuff. And my personal opinion is just ask directly. And some of that stuff y'all asking, I'm damn near about to call you out and
Mm.
tell you who I think you are.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Mm. Called out.
Um, I'm good for it. You know I am. So if you are watching and you are an elder and you want to put this on mute and still support, that could work. Because I'm gonna answer. My head hurt. I can't answer politically correct, and I don't want to. I'm gonna answer however I feel like answering. So I'm just warning you in advance. Okay. Let's see. So the first question is, and I actually have this thing. So uh you earned your way to the top of my to-do list. So the first question is, how do you pick the first top three people that you want to sleep with? Because everybody has a list. Even if you with somebody, you have this list that you have of people that you will sleep with. How do you compose that list? How did they make the top three?
How do they make the top three?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I think it's probably the top three would have to be people that somebody that you the top three people that you kind of been dealing with for a while.
Okay.
And so it's been got some years on it, some time on it, some length on it.
Okay.
Some go to. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that you got understandings with. There's no drama. It's like, okay, boom, this is what it is. I'm coming through. So it's less drama. It's a quick transaction. It's something that's at the middle of the night. You can call it. It's all reliable, old faithful. So those
So
that has,
your bed buddy.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it has to be top three right there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's top.
Okay. Okay. So for me, my list before, my list before I got married and when I was a young tenderoni, just before I got married, was based on if a male could dance.
Mm.
That's how I picked my list because I felt like in my spirit that if you could dance, then you can get down. Okay. So then, okay, then I got proven wrong.
I was gonna say that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit.
And I wasted one of my vagina cards. I did on that dumb shit. So then I switched my list. Okay. Then I switched my list to how long somebody was with somebody. Because if they had a lot of one night stands, then that means they was trash. Because you're not gonna have that many one night stands if you good, because it's gonna turn into more, right? So that's how I picked it.
Not necessarily, but go ahead. Not necessarily.
Okay, so then let me say the other part to that.
Okay.
The other thing is, if you had a lot of one night stands, STD person, okay, I don't want you because you have STDs, sir. They're waiting for you. So either way, the picking based on count and how many times. Okay. Yeah. So that's how I pick. So that's that one. So let me see. Let's see. What's the next one? And I'm going in no particular order. The next one is Lick Me, I'm Delicious. So The next question is, do you prefer to give or receive?
Well, that's kind of like a two-part answer.
Okay.
In a situation where you're in a monogamous relationship, somebody that you care about, obviously, being someone that's likes to please, or have to be give, in that instance, because I feel it's your job is to please who you're with or whatever. So you definitely want to I would feel that giving. But being somebody that's single and not with nobody, I'm not just about to be going around just putting my mouth on everybody. That's out. So receive in that instance, you know what I'm saying? Since I ain't got nobody that I'm exclusive with, it's definitely gonna be receiving for sure.
Okay. So in a relationship, first, I would just like to say my account can go on one hand. Okay. Just like to say that. Just like to throw that out there. And I'm not even including the thumb. Okay. Or the pointing finger. Or my middle finger. Okay. I just want to throw that out there. I'm a champ.
Pretty low.
I'm just saying. I just took out my thumb, my pointer, and my middle finger.
Well, that's only two.
And I've had very long relationships. So I would just like to say, quick caveat, if you don't do it, somebody else will. Bitch, if you do it, somebody else will too. So go on and let that happen.
Hello.
Yeah. I saved that for marriage. So, and I used to just tell people that fellatio caused cancer. And my insurance didn't cover it. So, anywho. So, in a relationship,
damn, that's cap.
I prefer to be a giver. But here's why. Number one, I like control. And then number two, I prefer sex over that. So I feel like if I do that, then I could just get to what I want quicker.
Bingo.
Boom. Bingo. You got to have a strategy.
And, yeah, as a male, I think I'm the same way. So I agree with that 100%. I don't care. I mean, it's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
once you're in a relationship, certain things get burned out.
Yeah.
It's just not an everyday thing. It's not realistic. So you think, oh, when I get in a relationship or when I get married or when I'm live with somebody, we're just going to be screwing all day. You're a real grown-up. You have other things to do. Like, that's not going to happen. And if you with somebody that don't do quickies, it's not going to happen either. And my husband don't do quickies. So there you go. Damn shame what that man does to me. Let's see. Next question is so when people say blank is whatever it is better than sex, they clearly aren't having the right sex. I would say no. What would you say? True or false?
Mainly false, but in certain instances, like in a moment where you like let's say you just smoked a blunt or something and you got hungry and you went to this bomb ass food spot and you got some food that was fire. I think in that moment it could be true, but not the day-to-day of it ain't true. You get what I'm saying? Like in that certain moments, yeah, there's certain moments I feel is better. You know what I'm saying? Like, reaching certain points in your life, hitting certain highs in your life, accomplishing certain things in your life, those are all greater highs. You know what I'm saying? But as far as we going day to day, that's cap completely.
I absolutely agree. I agree, because if you do other things before sometimes, right? Like the food thing. If I'm starving, I can't focus. I'm hungry. Okay. I mean, like those of us that work all day and work, nah, that's just not feasible. A shower to me, that is I need it. I'm just saying, it is things that's better. Sleep sometimes. Sleep sometimes because you can't function. It's certain things you can't really enjoy it. Do
You
you
can't
do it
even
to
do
please your
that.
partner? You do.
You
But
can't even
then
do
they
that when you
want to
sleep.
get all upset like you not focusing on them and participating. Motherfucker, I can't see. I can't function like
I'm sleepy. Your body got to repair itself.
period.
Mhm.
So I think that those things are better. But like you said, those are one-offs. That's not all the time. So
Mhm.
I don't know why people would say that. But that's just my opinion.
Mhm.
Let us see. What is the
Your
next
very factual opinion.
Because we listen, if I'm hungry or sleepy,
Come on.
I can't function.
Come on.
I cannot function at all.
Say it
Okay,
loud. Say it loud.
at all. At all. Act like a damn kid running in the walls and shit.
Worse.
Um,
Worse.
let's see. Okay, so this one, the next question is, are you always attracted to your partner in relationships?
Physically.
No, they hair grade. Yes.
I mean, there's different levels of attraction. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Tell me more.
yeah, there's different levels of attraction. There's mental attraction. There's there's
Well,
physical.
what drives you to be sexually attracted to them? Do you have to be mentally attracted?
Sometimes, I mean, it depends on the person. So if the person is an intellect, or the person is somebody that you enjoy having conversations with, or learn, there's a point where you get to you're with somebody and you're talking
Oh,
to.
that's your only turn on for them.
Yeah, not the only one, but it could be the only one, but it could be a major part. So if somebody, like I said, if someone there's beauty, everybody loves physique, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if somebody has that mentally stimulates you along with the physique, um, that's the case sometimes. That's definitely the case sometimes. But
Okay.
so getting back to the question. Okay, say that question one more time, as I got sidetracked.
Are you always
That's right. Okay, so yeah,
sexually
so
attracted
okay,
to your
so
partner?
I would say Um, I think just going by experience, I think I was. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how bad everything was and how crazy things was, you know what I'm saying? And that's only when I think that's mainly when your relationship is just built off of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was my case. The relationship was built off of that, and it was founded on that. So I think that's the one thing that stays solid, throughout the relationship or whatnot. And for that reason, I think yes, I was, through it all. Yes, the answer to that was yes.
So that was like your go-to medicine for your relationship.
Right, right, right. So
Mhm.
yes. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, for me, not always. It depends who it is. With my husband, yes. Um, because he could piss me off, and in the middle of being pissed off, I'd be like, we should just have sex right now. Yeah, we should. It stops the argument. It does all kinds of things. That aren't even needed, or disagreement or silence. Our arguments is not talking to each other. Jesus.
Damn, those are worse arguments than actually talking to each other.
That
Silence is
could
love.
cut your soul.
Silence is love.
Jesus. That could cut your soul.
Sit
So
with that.
yeah, that is not good. And in the last couple years, yeah, I don't do it. In the last several years, I don't do it. But that was my go-to, and I've talked about that before because my mouth was so bad. My only option was to shut up. So that's why. But the shit just lasted too long. I could literally not talk for days and not be mad. So go figure. It was double-edged sword. But yes, I am always attracted to him and my ex. If I don't really like you and I saw the relationship as in this is just a pastime, um, no. If I'm not feeling you, you're not attractive to me. I don't want you to touch me. I want you to leave me alone. Like my attitude is horrible, and I can admit that. Is it right? Of course it is. You're not my husband. And you have a choice on whether you want to be with me because you're not my husband. But yes, my husband, I am always attracted to him. And my ex, I was always attracted to him too. So sex was always an option. Amen.
Amen to that. Drank to that.
Mm-hmm.
Double drink.
Let's see. Next question. I think this one. So, are you always ready?
Yeah, pretty much. Story of life. Yeah, definitely. That's a definite yes. I think both of those could be right, but definitely the first. Definitely the first. Yes, absolutely. Just that's just human nature, I guess. But yes, hell, motherfucking yeah. Drink to that twice. Hell, motherfucking yeah.
I am not.
No.
Okay, so in my head, let me fix that. In my head, yes. Then I be thinking about things like I'm so tired. That's the only reason I wouldn't, is if I'm tired. That's it.
I'll at least attempt.
See, it ain't no attempting. It's either you do or you don't in this relationship. Yeah, it ain't no halfway, ain't no quickies, ain't no none of that. So either you in or you out.
I'm in. But if I'm tired, I ain't gonna guarantee that I ain't gonna score 80 points. I might score 5 that game because I might be tired. I might be tired. I ain't gonna run the 40-yard dash and finish on the 4-2. I might finish in the 5-2. But you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna run the race.
I'm old.
Yeah, I am too this year. Oh my God. I'm crossing over to the next decade of I'm turning 40, so
Hey,
So
y'all.
in my
Just got off work.
so in my younger years, I was always ready. Like you could call me at 2 a.m. I'll drive to LA.
Oh, hell no.
All of that. And I think that it has caught up with me because now
Baby, you can't pay me to wake up at
listen, I used to work 11 to 7, get at Sears, get off at the call center, get off, go straight home, take a shower, get in the car, drive all the way to LA. Be back on the freeway about like 3 or 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, life was not a game. Okay, I wasn't the young one with a kid. I was the young one with my life. Okay, so I could move, and I did.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I can relate to that.
So now I'm like, it's caught up to me. So yeah.
Everybody got burnt years. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think that people that started a little bit later or don't have a lot of experiences in their mind, they're still trying to catch up, especially males. For whatever reason, they feel like in that area they got to catch up. So they feel like they shouldn't sleep. It's just so much I have to do, like right now.
It's a phase. It's only a short phase. I went through that phase. I mean, I had a short phase and a short 2.5 years and felt like I had to do a whole lot. And I did a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So
a short 2.5 years though?
Yeah, because I'm 39. 2.5 years out of 39, that's what?
Well, that is a long time for old people. Yeah, because I was that way from 17 to 25.
See?
After I got my degree, I felt so professional, like I needed to calm down. Well, then I wasn't working in the call center. It's different when you work in the call center. I could put that headset on. I could take calls in my sleep, calculate finance, whatever, in my sleep, because I did it. Once I became an HR manager, it was completely different.
Yeah.
And I was 24/7. So like literally my life, when I for real got my degree, my life cut over real quick. Like the same week I got promoted into my role. And so I felt like I just became a grown-up overnight. And my life was over. Jesus. Yeah, life was over. So, I don't know. So, next question. So, I'm always ready to go in my head.
In your head.
Mhm.
Let's watch a movie. Watch a
Okay.
movie.
So, the next question is, instead of just being straightforward, do you ever ask for something else other than sex instead of just being straightforward and saying, I want to have sex?
I
When,
mean,
and what's your
Oh,
go-to? Because your partner eventually figures it out. So
oh,
what's your go-to?
oh,
well, that's another
oh. Go
two-part
ahead.
answer. Like you said, if you have a partner, you know what I'm saying, that's something that you're going to eventually figure out a system for.
Right.
But if you out here, on the solo tip, you're going to have encounters with, a plethora of people, you know what I'm saying? So, it depends on the situation. So, some people definitely, they want, in those situationships, they want to still feel something. So, if you care, you're going to switch it up and say, okay, let's, BMF is on. We're going to have a BMF party. I missed the last 3 episodes, so I'm going to twist up a little blunt. We're going to
You
watch
see
the
how you just tried
BMF
to
and
use
probably get through
BMF?
half of it. But that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
He just tried to use BMF. We're not gonna sit up
Real
here and
quick.
act like he didn't just try to use BMF
Real quick. Real quick.
real quick.
Okay,
Big
so Bambi,
Meech.
what's
Now,
yours?
Big
Do you
Meech.
ask straightforward or is it something that you ask
I
for?
am me. I think I'm very straightforward,
Okay.
but I think there's times I might be like, "What you want to drink tonight?"
So that
We
means it's
drinking?
going down.
It's going down. So we drinking tonight, or let's watch a movie. I'm gonna go take a shower. Because I know I'm not gonna be watching the movie for long. The movie gonna be watching me. So,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, I'm very straightforward though. I'll be like, okay, drop it. Let's get it.
Okay. So
Very
mine
straightforward.
is I always ask for a massage.
That
I ask
too.
for a massage. Mhm. That's what I
So
always do.
Perfect set.
Hmm.
when the last time you done asked for a massage, huh?
On the airplane on my way back home.
You know what? Jesus, fix it. Oh Lord, mile high. Ooh, won't he do it?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
I need to go ahead and join
I
them.
wonder why. I wonder why I don't just ask. I still don't just ask. Yeah, ask for massage. Next question. So
Girl, stop stressing me with your
next
eyes. Please use your hands. Mm.
so next question is um do you like to be the initiator or the one pursued?
Um, I mean, it's always nice to be sued, you know what I'm saying? Just this, you gotta get that little ego fed once in a while. So it's
Okay.
always nice. It's always nice for that. But, you know, as a man, a creature of habit is to, go get your prey, go get your food, go get your bread, go get what you want. So, naturally we have aggression in us. Testosterone, for body full of testosterone, you're naturally an aggressor. So,
Okay.
that translates over to that. It's not just in when it comes to nigga to nigga confrontation or combat or sports or anything like that. That aggression is with everything. So naturally, most, I'm not gonna say all, but most
Hmm.
men are going to be naturally aggressive. So it's like I said, it's nice to be, pursued once in a while, but we have that natural aggression in us that we're going to go get our prey. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink for both of y'all on that one.
Okay. Sam, what's your answer?
Um, I love being pursued, but I am very aggressive.
Okay.
I'm kind of like I stated, I'm very forward, so I'm gonna be forward with what I want. Like, okay, hey, look, um, There's some moments I would, be submissive, but I am more aggressive.
Okay. Okay. So I always thought males like to be the aggressor for the ego purpose. Um, so I was never really the aggressor, unless it was just one of those times. However, after learning that men do like you to be the aggressor, um, with the last two, I'm okay being the one that's the initiator. But here's the thing. When men do like to be the initiator more. So I wonder why, like the last question was something that we do that you ask for instead of just asking directly. Men don't give any type of hints at all. And they think that you're just supposed to like know certain things. Y'all need like a way to let it be known. And then we would be the aggressor. Little flirting, a little text, something like that. Come get in the shower with me, something like that. Come to bed early, something like that. Because we still initiate, we just initiate different. We're not
Yeah,
aggressive. Well, we're not as aggressive,
I
so
agree
it's a
with
little bit
that.
different.
I definitely
Yeah.
agree with that because I am sorry, I turned my camera off. My
No, that's
mom
okay.
mom cooked dinner. Um so I think that is definitely me because at times I might be like, hey babe, let's go take a shower.
Hmm.
And immediately it'll be like, oh, you want me to take a shower with you? Or
Right.
I'll be like, it's time. I'm ready for you. Come with
That
me in the
part.
shower. We both gonna shower each other and bathed each other. And we're gonna go from there. And they be like, oh Lord, here you go. You on your shit. Yeah, I'm on my shit.
Right.
I'm starting
But
my shit.
that's our way of being assertive. So that's it. I would say women are more assertive
Started.
and men are more the aggressor.
Correct.
Okay.
I like that.
Um, yeah, but they don't always see it that way.
Some of them
They don't
don't.
count that
Some of them
because they're
don't.
crazy. Because they're crazy as hell. Like I said, some men just hold women way too damn accountable. So I wonder if they wanted to look exactly like it looks for us, do that mean they like men?
Mm.
What?
Why he just laughed like that?
What?
Okay, so when you dropped off, I was saying that I think that the more I talk about it, I think that women are aggressive as well. And then I changed it. I said, no, actually women are assertive. So we say things like, can I get a massage? Come get in the shower with me. Let's cuddle. I don't want to cuddle. Like that's not what I want. You
It's
notice
crazy.
we say it different. And men are more aggressive.
Aggressive.
But men sometimes when I hear them talk about, oh, my girl don't do this, my girl don't do that, I'm like, but you didn't pick up on the signs that she gave you. And so you're not listening to her language. You're not listening to her and you're missing points because you wanted to sound a certain way. And if you wanted to sound a certain way, then number one, you have to tell her. That's number one. You have to be fair. If
Communication
you
is
want it to
key.
look exactly like this. And then I said, wait, if a man wants you to be aggressive more than assertive, do that mean he like men?
That's just a good question.
No, definitely not. I don't think that's what it means. I mean, like I said, sometimes you want to. Like sometimes you don't always want to be the one to initiate things. So
I just said the girl is assertive, the guy is aggressive,
I
Because
but
don't
he's
know
not
about that.
picking up on the signs.
because
See,
me
it's
personally,
it's. I think it's been there's a lot of aggressive women. There's a lot of aggressive ones. You know what I'm saying? A lot,
Yeah,
and that's like us that get right to it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know this until I experienced it, and I'm like, oh shit, like for real. So You know,
Yeah,
and
sometimes we could be aggressive,
it
but
wasn't.
I'm saying our language typically is assertive,
I
not
thought
aggressive.
that too until I started experimenting. I'm like, oh,
Well, Ron, to be fair, you on your single shit,
I think the crazy
okay?
thing about
So I
that
just
is
want to call out, no offense to none of the little bitches you fucking with, but they on their whole shit. Not a relationship. They're on their whole shit. When I
right.
was on my whole shit, I did the same thing. I don't have time to talk to you, sir. I came here for this, and I need you to be ready when I get there because I need to leave. I don't want to cuddle with you. We don't need to pillow talk. We don't need to relationship. We don't need to
not
nothing
at all, sir. I'm here for
because
one thing and
that's
one thing
real.
only.
In that sense, I'm like a male. I don't have no emotions attached to it. You have emotions attached when you make love. Sex as sex, just with somebody, that there's no emotions attached. The fuck?
None.
I don't know what that means. That's not from my experiences. They want to do all that and cuddle and have emotions and all that shit. That's why I'm
That's because you're messing with hoes, okay? That want to be housewives. Okay?
Lord, fix
They're
me.
in denial. Those are the people that sleep with people's husbands.
Yeah. And you better watch them. You better watch them.
damn. I got to drink to that one.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea, sis. You have no idea.
I
You will
think
be
I have a.
surprised. You will be surprised. Just gotta say that.
Lord.
Oh, I wish you was in my mind right now, boy.
Next question.
You know you can
Oh,
type
you
in
don't
the,
have
you can
you
type
don't have
in
my
the
other
chat.
damn phone number.
I was gonna say, you know you can type in the chat down below.
I
Just
can
the
tell
chat.
the chat. See, I would, but I'm using the phone, so I can't type. I gotta
Right.
up on the stand, you know. That shit was funny. Goddamn.
That's some crazy.
Jesus. Okay. Let's see.
Men can't take the blunt force truth of I just want to fucking nothing more.
At all.
Ooh, whoa. Who can't? Who can't?
Most men cannot. You talking about
Most.
a
I'm
bruised
glad you said
ego?
most. That's complete cap because that is
Well,
perfect.
nothing could be all, but it is most. And here's what I really think. This is what I think. Okay, no offense. I'm not a fly by night type of female. So when they looking at me, they already looking like, damn, she's of substance. I want her. She's not somebody that I just want to sleep with. I'm doing that so I can show her how good I am, and then that's gonna change her mind. Not exactly.
But
See, you had because men have their agenda just like women have their agenda.
right.
And so
Right.
I think that when they're looking for something else, no, they can't because they're really expecting that that thing is going to break you down. And then
Well,
when
that's
it
what
don't,
that would separate some men from other men because you're right about that. But once you realize that that's not what they own, you know what I'm saying? Like if they make it clear that they own that, I'm switching to that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like
we grew up different though. We
I'm not
grew
trying
up.
to force you to do anything you want. If you sit up here and saying that's not what you own, cool. Thank you. I'm a high five you. Like we okay, we here.
But
We can
we
be
grew up
buddies. We can
different
be
though.
best friends.
We grew up with that as whatever somebody tells you, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up until we talk about something different. I don't care if we acting like boyfriend and girlfriend until it's said, I'm not your girl.
Right.
We grew up like that. Very different.
Yep.
Other people don't. And just like men like they have an ego and they like the cat and mouse game. So they feel like, oh, I'm just chasing her. It's okay. That's what men do. Like you said, they're hunters. So they take it that way. They really can't handle it when they're expecting something different.
I can.
Next question.
I want to let y'all know I can.
That's why we got NDAs for people like you. Damn.
You see?
Make my job so hard.
I want to
make my job so hard.
Already done to you dozens of times. Oh, wait.
Okay. So next question is, do you have your go-to things that no matter what Those are the things that you are going to do with each and every person.
Mm,
Ugh.
no,
No.
no. I would say no. Everybody's different. I mean, as a younger
Everybody's
man, yeah,
definitely different.
I would say. As a younger, inexperienced man, yes, because you're just doing what you know. But as you get older, start studying and everything, you got to realize that everybody's different. That
Yeah.
everybody gets off differently. Everybody gets things done differently. Everybody likes different things. So you can't do the same things to everybody. So, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. A lot of people, it's taboo to talk about it. So if you get to know somebody, you're talking about it, then you know exactly what you need to do. So I think it's definitely situational. I don't think it's something that you do. For me, not going to do the same thing every time because you're going to be disappointed and you're going to disappoint.
Crazy thing is, I honestly just had this conversation with someone, and I'm thinking not everybody deserves a got baby. Listen, that's I was just getting on that, Hilda. I
That
was
part.
just gonna say that not everybody deserves that, ghostly taking spirits and stuff like that. I mean, everybody should, if they're not married or not, should want to save something for that one person. And me, it's a lot of things. Like, I'm a very wild girl, but and I do a lot of crazy things. But there's some things that I want to save. So, and everybody is different. I wouldn't want to just get with this person and I did the same thing I did with this person, with the last person that I just had an encounter with. I'm not doing that. So
But
I
from
want
a
to save
dude's
something.
perspective, though, it's everything is new to us. We don't.
Everything
I
is new,
mean,
especially if you've never had it.
that's what I'm saying. It's new to me from that person, though. Even if you had it, it's still a new person and it's a new experience. So everything is new to you. Everything is new. So anything that you bring to the table from that individual is going to be new because it's a new person. That's just how I look at it.
That's true.
You feel
That's
me?
true. But men, whether they want to openly admit it or not, um, love knowing that they're the first with something.
A
They
lot
just
of
do.
Immature
They do.
niggas, like real. I don't know. I guess I'm just different. I don't give a fuck about all that. I don't need to know
Because
that
you
they're
was
the
with
first.
somebody for 14 years. There's a
Yeah.
difference. You was with somebody longer than most people are married.
Okay. I guess that's
So
it. Because I
yeah,
truly don't
that's a
give.
huge difference. Yeah,
I
that's
can
a
care
huge
less
difference.
about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody that's been married and divorced would have the same opinion
Mm,
because you've
okay.
already been a first. You know
I
what
can
I
give
mean?
it that. I can
You've
give it.
already had that.
I
Hmm.
mean, everybody will want
Well,
somebody
I
to
didn't
be
have
there
that.
first. It
I
feels,
didn't.
I guess it just pumps their head up or something.
It does.
Yeah.
Like you saved this for me. You was
Like,
a hoe your whole life, but you still saved this for me.
yeah, I may have been, listen, I may have been a hoe my whole life and saved some shit for your ass, but hey, listen, don't think, don't think we're
I'm
going to
just
do this shit
saying
again.
they accept it. They think it's the best gift ever. Um, for me, no, I don't, because everybody don't like the same things. And I like to ask questions because I don't want to waste nobody's time, and I don't like doing things that people don't like. So
Mm-hmm.
my question is, what don't you like? Those are my questions. I don't need to know what you do like. I need to know what you don't, because that list is shorter, and
Mhm.
most people can run that list off real quick. And then what I appreciate is being asked, because I won't tell somebody up front. I'll wait until they ask, because certain things, if you don't ask me, then you show me you don't care. That's just how I feel. And so then I'm gonna treat you a little bit different. I'm gonna treat you accordingly. But no, I don't think you should do the same things. And I think that
Besides, I think it starts getting boring. Like me, like I think, um, I have a book, which is very
Mhm.
crazy. I have a book and it has over
The
1,500.
Kama Sutra book.
Yes, I have that too. But
Where
I
you
have a
get
book
that?
that it has
In the
over
room.
like 1,500 sex positions in it. I mean, I
Mhm.
tried different things out of it, or acts like pick a number 1 through 1,000, whatever number you land on. We trying this tonight.
Yeah, just land on that
Stuff like
page.
that. Just doing stuff like that, because I wouldn't want to be the same. Like, oh yeah, one moment we doing missionary, the next we in doggy, and then I'm riding, and my big ass can't sit up on riding. No, I'm not riding for no long time.
Oh shit.
Baby, I'm sick of your shit.
Listen, I'm too big. Look, when you carrying a wagon in the front and at the top
That's
trunk,
true.
baby,
Yeah.
that gets heavy.
That's
And then
one
you
hell of a
expect me-
balance.
You
Yeah.
expect me to sit up straight, and do
Basically
this.
squatting.
Basically squatting and carrying all it and picking this ass up and dropping this baby.
I'm
Listen,
cool.
you got
I'm cool on
maybe
all that.
That's true.
you got maybe like 5 bounces out of me, and I'm off.
2 is
mean-
cool. 2 is okay. 2 is okay.
Five
I'm
five
straight on that.
bounces out of me, and you got it. Maybe 2 minutes is what you got, and you better live with that 2 minutes of riding, because I ain't riding no more.
That's
Okay?
perfect.
I ain't riding no more. My knees are gonna be hurting. I would rather use my knees for other activities than riding. Okay,
Change that.
I just can't do it.
That's it.
You got
Okay.
2 minutes. Look, you got 2 minutes out, like,
And I'm watching the clock.
and I'm watching the clock. I got my watch in my face. Okay,
You got till this song is over.
man, you got until, and I'm gonna play one of the longest songs. So you got until this song is over. Okay, I'm gonna play. Wait, hold on.
Tank.
We can do the whole. We could, yes, we could, baby. Listen, or we could play the whole "Tonight Is the Night" by Betty Wright. Everybody know that song long.
Okay.
7-8 minutes.
7-8 minutes. That's all you got out of me.
Right. Remember the time.
Jesus.
See, if it's a good song, then you maybe got something else out of me. And like I said, if I'm drinking, then there's a difference. I might be up there for a cool minute. My legs might not give out, but
See? You just gotta
my
provide the
back will
drink.
hurt for sure.
That's why you got a pregame.
You gotta
Yeah.
provide the drink. You gotta come
You
with
got to
it.
stretch and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing yoga in the living room before we
Eat your
start our
carrots, have your vitamins. Yeah.
You know what?
Hide your wives, hide your kids.
Yes. See, I mean, hey, I'm here for it.
Little caffeine,
Little caffeine, you know, a little Red Bull to make you a little happy.
no vitamins.
Yeah.
Little
Little
cannabis.
gum.
Next question.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Next question.
Okay, let's see. Nope. Oh, yeah, that is the next one. Okay, hold on. Sorry. So, this question is about weight, because this channel and our brand is about plush size. So, when you think about the people that you are attracted to, how much on a scale of, let's do 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is weight? And
0.
elaborate.
0. I don't really care about weight. I'm gonna say 0. I don't care about weight because for
What's your max?
my max.
What's your max high and your minimum? Yeah.
Well, I'm 283. And
You're what?
I'm 283.
Cat.
No, I swear to you, it's my butt and my
Are
boob.
you serious?
Cat. She is capping.
You and Hilda weigh more than me?
I weigh 283, and it's my boobs and my butt.
She was not weighing on 283.
I swear, listen, if I had a scale around here, I would stand on it. And
Well, when I weighed my highest, the doctors used to weigh me over and over and be like, "This is impossible."
There's no
I feel
way.
like a thoroughbred. Shit,
Yes.
It wasn't impossible. Before, when I had muscle, I weighed more.
There's no way.
I promise you.
Black people weigh different. Your muscle mass weighs more.
Different.
That's
Them
why.
scales don't work.
Listen, I promise you. But I think my highest.
Okay, so let's do size then. Let's not do weight. Let's do size.
I really can't. I really don't care. I don't care.
Okay. So my biggest would be like a heavy D.
Mm-hmm.
And my smallest would be, I don't like small. I'm trying to think. Ice Cube?
No. See, look,
Yeah,
I
Ice
don't
Cube when he
mind
was
me. I
chunky.
don't mind me a heavy. I don't mind me a heavy D. I don't mind me a heavy D at all. I don't mind it.
Wow.
And the
Yeah, they make
smallest,
me look
okay,
smaller.
yeah, they make me look smaller.
And they make me feel protected because I have a horrible mouth. I need somebody that could whip somebody's ass. Okay.
Hello.
That right there.
I think I'll say the smallest I'll do would probably have to be Ebony from Players Club. That bony,
Okay.
like that to where I see your ribs and shit.
Yeah, because she
I
was
can do
hungry.
that. I don't
She was
think I
hungry.
can do, like, don't get me wrong, I suffer from body dysmorphia on a day-to-day basis.
Listen, what works for there is no
Wait.
body shaming on this channel in our brand or anything like that. We are simply talking about preference, and there is nothing wrong with
Well,
preference.
I'm
Right.
not going to
No,
sit up here and
I'm
cap.
saying in general,
What does
like
that word mean that you said? I don't know what that means.
body dysmorphia.
Body dysmorphia.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
It's where you basically look at yourself, but you see something different.
Like shallow out.
So yeah, so like after I lost weight and for I would say a whole year, and even sometimes now I have to take a picture before I leave sometimes. Otherwise, I still feel like that old person and I don't feel right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the most interesting thing, and it doesn't make sense, is I was more comfortable in my old body.
I agree.
No, it does make sense. I get that.
I was a little
Yeah,
bit
I
more
was way more
comfortable in my
comfortable. I
older
didn't have
body.
no stretch marks, no cellulite. Um, I just was way more comfortable. But then when I look at those pictures, I didn't look like that to myself. I don't know. It's crazy, but I
Makes
don't
sense.
feel like a size 16, 18. I don't feel like that. I feel like the other size.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I look at
Yeah.
myself sometimes, and I do have to catch myself when I'm out shopping. Like I am no longer
Right. That was the worst.
medium and a large.
Yeah.
Like I'm no longer a medium and a large. I can't do that anymore. I'm an extra large, and I'm in a 1X and a 2X. Like I can't fit certain things. I did miss my old body, and there's days that I just sit up
CJ.
and I sit up and just be like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, that's what body dysmorphia is. Basically, you don't see yourself the way you are. So she said she couldn't do Ebony. Okay, so what's your max and what's your minimum that you prefer?
Max. It's really hard to put a number on it. I think it was more of
Or do a shape. So pick a person.
yeah. So let me see. I can't do the damn, I'm trying to think of an example. Fuck. Shit.
All right. Okay. Are we looking at Lunel, or are we doing who can play that game, Vivica Fox?
She's small, so you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'm gonna start with the smallest. That's easier. So as far as small, I don't really like, prefer anyone that's too small. You know what I mean? I'm more of a, curve, neat type of man. So I don't really do. I mean, I don't discriminate, but I don't think I can settle down with somebody that's going to remain that way. Obviously, you can put on weight and all that stuff, but that's that. I don't do this straight up and down.
Right.
There's no shame on that. There's some people that
no.
do. That's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? So, and as far as large, it can't be somebody that's just completely that's gonna go to we gonna go to the grocery store and you gonna get one of them push carts because you don't want to walk around the motherfucking store. Like that's out right there. Like
So you definitely want somebody that's healthy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I get on them.
Yes.
So
so I'm versatile with the size thing because you can still work. A lot of people can't help with their size. Some people have naturally big bones, and that's
very true.
That's a true thing. Sometimes you can't help but to be big in certain areas. So I'm not going to discriminate against that. But if you're out you're active.
You just want a
still,
certain shape.
yeah, like that care about your health. You know, you care about your health. You still get out there and go on a walk or go on a hike or do shit like that. Couch potatoes more. I can't do the couch potato thing. I can't because
That's
I'm
fair.
end up being a couch potato right with
Okay.
you, and we go both. We're gonna be 600 pounds. So no,
And be
That's the
on the
part.
600-pound life. Oh God.
Okay.
facts. Twins, couples, 600-pound couples.
Shut up. Uh, oh my gosh. Okay, last two questions.
Don't know what's gotten into me lately, but I wish it were you. Ooh. Lord. Okay.
Okay, so what does a person have to do to be somebody that turns you on all the time?
I'm a
No, no, no.
sapiosexual.
Okay, sorry. I had a thing come up. Uh, okay, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
I think I'm more of a sapiosexual. So far as a turn on, I'm definitely
You're a
going to
what?
go sapiosexual.
What's that?
I am turned on by a person's mindset.
Mental
It's,
stimulation.
Okay.
yeah, it's a mental thing for me.
Yeah, mental stimulation.
It's a definite mental thing for me. I I don't know. Like, if a person's just sitting up, if I'm sitting up and I see somebody like, oh, we getting drunk. Now, mind you, as a woman, we can drink, we can sit, but don't nobody ever want to literally sit up here and just be like certain things. Oh, let's go
Unproductive
out.
all day, not no
Yeah,
ambition, no nothing.
right. Like
Oh,
you
a
just
smell
said.
good man?
Ooh,
Jesus.
yes, baby.
Working in corporate,
Hygiene.
that was the best thing ever. You get in that elevator in the men in the morning. Oh God. Yes, Lord. And a fresh lineup. And I don't care what color he was. If
Ooh,
you smell good
baby,
and
you
a
come
nice
home,
haircut, I would be like, where is he?
haircut, smelling good. I don't know what to do. What?
Okay, so what is it for you, Ron Ron?
It was to be like I wish you were here. That's what it was. To wish somebody was
Yes,
here.
ma'am. Coming through with the words.
Um. Let me see. I would say somebody that separates themselves. So it ain't just the typical, just not just the act itself. You know what I mean? Like, because the act itself could last long as 5 minutes or up to 2-3 hours. But what's after that? So for me to wish
Mhm.
somebody was here, it got to be probably deeper than just sex. It got to be, something beyond that, because after that, it's either I'm about to go to sleep or go home. But if I'm wishing somebody was here, I'm wishing somebody was here for the overall experience of that human being. So after we do that, we about to
Mhm.
smoke a blunt and play cards, or we about to create, or we about to, talk, pillow talk for 2-3 hours and have an intellectual conversation. It's for me to wish somebody was there. It has to be something like that beyond just the actual act.
Never thought about that, but that is true. You actually want them in your space. Uh,
Yes, it ain't no
so you
leave.
want, yeah, I
Mhm.
never really thought about that though, but
It's
that is true. You
Because
want
sometimes
them
it's also
over for
because
that, but it's something else too that's driving
yes,
that.
absolutely.
right.
Okay.
Because sometimes to want a person around in your space, you got to also know that when that person come around in your space, they are around your energy and everything. You don't want to be matching energy with people who does not, it's just no. It's just
That's
not a
poo poo
good
head.
thing. Yeah.
Those are the wham bam. Thank you, ma'ams. Okay, we
Yeah,
done.
no.
Go ahead. I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go home.
Yeah.
You gotta go home,
Cuz
but you
I
gotta get the fuck out of
Those
here.
are the ones you probably prefer to go to their house so you can leave when
Yes.
yeah.
you ready.
So you can leave
Exactly.
when you ready because I've actually done that before. So where I've invited someone
I
over
only did
because the
that. You can't
vibe,
come to my house in my bed. Your soul?
no.
Uh-uh. No.
Yeah, I've been around someone, and when we were out, the energy, and that's where my sapiosexualism comes in, because it's just like when I'm sitting there and we out in public, and it sound like you cool, and then I actually get with you, and your energy does not match the same energy you just had at that club. I don't know what you were sipping on, smoking on, drink. Like I don't, baby. you're not the same. So I'm just gonna make sure I close this door behind me.
You
I'm not
give
gonna do
people a
that.
couple of chances because some people are more um comfortable in that setting, or if they've had a drink or something like that. And so do you give them time to warm up to you? Maybe you make them nervous.
I mean, that's cool if I make you nervous. That's cute in a kid and childish kind of way. But um,
Oh, you mean
I
they're a real foo-foo head?
real foo head. I mean, I don't even want to listen. It was nice meeting you. Unfortunately, this conversation or us being acquaintances will not even go any further from here. I will exit stage left. I don't think
Okay.
we need to continue.
Okay. Do you tell them that?
Yes, I'm very blunt.
I think that's, I think it's honest, and I think that that's very good because something so small like that, that is literally changing people not wanting to be around you. I think
Hmm.
that people should know that because maybe they're purposely being reserved or purposely not being themselves. And I think that you should completely be yourself, flaws and all, at the beginning, so somebody can determine if they can deal with whatever your flaws are. If you're really
Right.
loud, be really loud. If I mean, I'm just saying, because the person that's for you is going to be for you. Stop being so offended when a first date ends after 2 seconds. That's why you should go for coffee. Um, that's just how I feel. That's how I dated though. Um, my thing is my mind also. I love somebody that can teach me something
Mm.
that I never knew before. I love somebody that likes to make me laugh as well. So making me laugh, you capture my heart. You could probably get on my nerves for the next 3 dates if you made me laugh the first two. Because I'm just saying, I take things really lightly. As long as you're not disrespectful or nothing. But yeah, I like to laugh and I like to learn. Those are the two things that I like. And that's what attracts me to you actually. Um, very much so. Actually. I don't
Mm.
care if you Google the fact. Okay, so last one. Oh my gosh, we're actually on time. Amen. Um,
Oh, I need a hug or an orgasm. Hey
Mm.
now.
okay, so name, what was the question? The question was, is there ever a time when you truly just want a hug?
Yes. Yes. Sometimes I really can go for a hug. Like, what if I just wanna? Yeah, I'll just go. Sometimes I just want to hug. I don't always want to, you know, fuck. Not always. I don't get me
I
wrong.
agree.
I'm a, I'm a type of person that always sometimes want it, but then again, it's just like I really just want to lay here. Like, could we have a
Some days you
like?
just
Let's
want to be
pause.
comforted and soothed like a
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Sometimes I just want to be comforted. That's it. I don't feel the need for us to just like, cause once you fuck, sometimes you get tired.
And
Like,
intimacy looks different for different people in different
yeah,
situations. If you
yeah,
truly just need a hug, intimacy is everything that happens before sex
right,
to me. I mean, it could still occur,
No doubt.
like obviously when you having sex, but everything that happens before that sometimes determines how good the sex is.
right,
It sometimes does if you're looking for intimacy, because that's a
After,
different thing.
after is a key too. After intimacy definitely recurs after as well.
Hmm. It does. Yeah, because I've heard of some people like turning over and going to sleep right away. And
and
that's
I
what
get
their partner wanted. They actually needed attention, but
Mm.
they had sex because the other person needed it. So they were kind of compromising in
Mm-hmm.
the particular situation, but they didn't get their needs met. And the
Exactly.
worst thing that you can do to me,
that.
if, with somebody that you are with, is to neglect their needs. And intimacy is a soft skill need type thing. If you don't feed that, the person is now not going to trust you and you're not their safe space no more. That kind of shit starts happening. And that's how a woman actually starts cheating, because now she's going to somebody else to get what's laying right next to her, and you didn't even do it. And it's really just that simple sometimes as hugging her or just saying, I love you. But I think that that's what causes women to cheat sometimes. So yeah, there are times when a hug is actually just needed. Over hell, sometimes that is the orgasm. How about that?
Facts.
Okay, that is the last question. Anybody else have a question that you are thinking of before we go? Bonus question.
Yeah, that was a question for me. I liked that question.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to end with that one.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
liked
let's
that one.
I'm gonna give a short little answer on that for men too. Like, yes, absolutely. Sometimes we just want a hug. I mean, you can give yourself an O. An O is an O. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't always got to rely on the other person. Sometimes you do just want that. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely, yes.
And
do men ever
to
just
kind of
say, I need a hug?
No, most don't.
sometimes
I will
no.
though. I do. I'll tell you.
Good.
I do.
I was just gonna say that, like, to piggyback on what he was saying, some men are taught, like, when a boy is born into this world and things like that, you got to think about it. They're taught to be a protector. They're taught to be, strong-minded. So, and sometimes they're even taught, like, if they were a baby or whatever and they get hit or they fall, get your ass up. You a boy, shake that shit off. You strong
Yeah.
type shit. So they're
Yeah.
kind of, some of them are taught to guard their feelings. Some of them will not tell you, like, hey, I just need a hug. Like, unless
Because
they
they're
have,
conditioned that way.
yeah,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they are taught to be that way. Shit, they're taught to be that way. So of course, not all of them will be like that, but it's rare, and I love it. If I've ever found someone who is not afraid to, like, tap into their emotions, I think that is that's
It's the
another.
best thing ever, because
It's the
that
best
number
thing
one
ever.
means you trust, and number
Right.
two, you can communicate.
Right.
Because the thing is, men say that women carry issues from one relationship to the other, but men carry pre-existing things in every relationship. So
Yes.
you have
Whether it's
blocked
a
this off.
relationship with their parents or
No, I'm talking
partner.
specifically with the person you chose to be with. They blocked that off because, like you said, they're taught to behave this way, respond that way. Well, your girl didn't tell you that. Your mama did. But because she did that, you've carried that through every relationship. And your girl is saying over and over, just tell me what you want. Just tell me how you feel. Just tell me this. And you want to do all of this laundry list of shit, and you want her to trust you. But in the same regard, you're not trusting her. And that's now a barrier in that relationship, because now that's a void. So either you're going to still stay clingy to your mom, or you're going to go out and cheat, because what you're looking for, you're not going to say it to your partner, and they have no idea that that's what you want.
Right.
And you're okay telling a stranger something that you're not okay telling the person, that your partner, because that's similar to your mom. That's the person you think you should be strong for. That person
Right.
is not going to let you do this. But this person I don't care about, I could do anything with them because I don't care about them. But the person I care about, I'm going to block that from them. And that is not fair. So men need to start thinking about, I had a conversation with one of the guys that I'm really close to,
I agree.
and
Yes.
he admitted that. And he said that that's what ends up happening, and it blocks them from other things. But I need men to start admitting it, because we already know it. First of all, just like your mama know, we are Mother Earth. So we know you from a mother perspective, a sister perspective, your woman, just like you know us from, you doing that because your daddy did this. You doing that because that man did that. You don't think the reverse is the same?
For sure. For sure.
So we all need to start listening to each other instead of being defensive. But we also need to stop just saying certain shit because that's the all women are this. Don't come at me with all women is shit, because that means you didn't pay attention to me. And that means now you on some other shit. That bitch hurt
Or you
you,
wasn't
okay?
trying
I didn't
to
hurt
pay
you.
attention.
So don't take that shit out on me. And now, guess what? Now my barrier's up and I don't trust you.
Right. I agree. 100.
So we got to stop doing that to one another.
100.
It's not fair. Yeah, we're
Right.
individuals. right?
Yep. Blunt.
Okay. So, anything else?
That was a
I
good
think this
damn
was a
topic.
pretty great show. You covered everything. Some great insight from all
And I
parties. So
did this and being sleepy.
imagine what you do without being sleepy.
Because of the intimacy, they formed the intimacy with their mother, and if she didn't teach him to be open to other women, then correct he carried her in all his relationships.
That's
Yes,
fact.
and I
That's what
believe
the
that.
male that I talked to the other day said. They said the same thing, but they said that they actually got pushed out of the nest. So when they had a baby with their baby mama, even young, he was still able to stay home for a little bit. But after a while, like the mother of that house was like, I'm noticing you not picking up on this fast enough because you're a dad now. You're not picking up on this. And so since I don't think you're going to pick up on it here, let me push you out. Like a bird is the reference that he gave. I'm going to push you out. And now you got to go stay with your baby mama, number one. And now you're going to go over there and you're going to be a father. And he fell right into being a dad because he was in that space. It was not out of sight, out of mind no more.
But
But the
what you
mother,
become
the female figure is the one who did it. But
right?
that's not what Black moms do these days. They want to hold on to their husband's son.
Yeah.
And that's
Did
not
you wait a
fair at
minute?
all.
Did you
They're
just say
not teaching their son to
their
be
husband's
a
son?
husband. They're teaching them to be the person that takes over their household. And now you're the man of this house. Because from 5, if their man leave at 5, they start calling that they little man, dressing them grown, doing all of these things that are inappropriate. That's not appropriate either. And
Yeah.
nobody wants to talk about that because it's most of the people that we're related. It's our color.
Oh
But if we
yeah.
don't talk about it, then those of us, when we become wives, we're going to face that. Or that mom that's tired of not being a wife. And you're never going to be a wife either because no man is going to come into your home. 2 kings don't belong in a household and 2 queens don't belong in a household. It's
Come
impossible.
on now.
100.
Yes.
It's impossible. And it's so unattractive to come into a household and regular
Everybody
sized
know
kids
damn
is
well
bad as hell. So if you go into a household where it's a grown ass man, people is looking like, how? You didn't raise your kids to leave and cleave. I mean, I understand everybody needs help. That is nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, it's not what should happen. Sorry, but it's
right.
not.
I
Right.
mean,
You don't.
like you said, 2 queens and 2 kings do not belong in the same house. So everybody done
Mm-mm.
seen Baby Boy. Y'all seen how that went
And
down.
that was the reference that was given.
Y'all seen Baby Boy. It was
That
time
was
for
the
him to get
reference that
out
was
and
given.
be a man. He needed to be an adult. You can't live with mama all the time. It's time for
Mm-hmm.
you. You was grown as fuck to lay down with all these females and have these children. Now it's time for you to
Mm-hmm.
take responsibility that you got to take.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only thing that was unfair with that one, and I think that it's a thin line between giving understanding and then
Oh,
now making excuses. Because remember, what Jody always used was, "You're going to kick me out like my brother," and the brother got killed.
right.
So
Well,
he became the
what?
manipulator and set that up for himself. But here's the thing, I don't have to kick you out for you to become a man because he could have been in that household still working, taking care of bills, taking
I
care
was
of his
gonna say
children.
that.
He wasn't
Yep.
doing anything.
I
You
was
get
just
what I'm
gonna say
saying? So
that.
you can still be grown, because I have people in my family that stayed home until they bought homes. Well, when they stepped out, they bought a home. They didn't
Exactly.
bring a wife into that household,
Mm-hmm.
nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. You don't just kick your kids out.
No.
But I do believe males by 25, 26, you should be out of the house because you should be preparing your own home and be preparing for your wife to come be in your home.
Right.
Yeah, I think it varies with each different situation.
Yeah.
It's
You
based
know,
on the situation. I'll say it's based on the situation as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely situational. You definitely, I think in our generation, our generation of parents was the generation of, oh, you 18, you gotta go. Not everybody, but that was a
Yeah, my
mass.
mom didn't.
Yeah, it was not everybody, but it was a mass of people that kind of had that in their
Yeah.
mind, and I think that's incorrect because no one's prepared to live on their own at 18. Nobody
You didn't
is
even start
prepared.
really working yet.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you got a scholarship, you got a dorm or something like that
Right.
set up, that's different. But if you're just, 18, no one is prepared to pay rent and all this other shit.
You
And
don't even have the credit to yet. Not in California. You got to make
you
two
have
and a
the
half
mental,
times the rent, have a credit score. You're not ready.
Yes. So I think it could have worked with Jody. Like you said, had he been taking care of his kids, keeping the drama down, you know, having a steady income, which he developed his little business after a while, but having a steady income, having a plan, you know, it can work. You know, you don't have to be a baby boy. You don't have to be all up in your mama's business. He didn't have to be in his mama's business about who she had in her house. Like, that was his choice. So it can work if you have an understanding. You have to have an understanding with parent and child. Like, look, you grown, I'm grown, whoop, whoop, whoop. Y'all have y'all little terms, and it can work. It don't have to be, he was just a sorry motherfucker. He didn't want to take care of himself. He didn't want to, he was a baby boy. That's what the name of the movie.
Baby boy, right.
In his situation, he was just a one of a kind, but it can work if the circumstances are different.
Right. Right. It can.
I agree.
But your ass still need to be out by a certain age.
For sure.
You don't need to be living at home your whole damn life. That's ridiculous. And definitely not after you start dating seriously. I don't believe that you should be having kids and still staying at home, boy or girl.
No.
I just don't believe that. Once you have a kid, now you are now the mom. You are now the dad. Go create a space for you and your children, because again, it can't be two queens. And now you wonder why your mama over talking you and telling you what to do with your child, and you got an attitude. Well, you in her space. She's saying what she want in her kingdom, and or in his kingdom, in her queendom.
Which
they have a right to. You gave up some of your rights when you under somebody else's roof. I don't care if you pay some of the rent.
I don't care. Agreed.
It's still theirs. At the end of the day, it's theirs. It's like a rental car.
Get the fuck out if you don't like it.
That part right there. That part right there. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to want your man over. You're going to want to do all kind of stuff. And it's just not appropriate to do that stuff under your parents' home. It's disrespectful. And it shouldn't be the norm. It shouldn't. We do a lot of things that we shouldn't do. And that's why things are the way that they are. But nobody wants to acknowledge that, because you don't want to stop doing the things that are comfortable to you, because it's the way some things are set up.
Right.
Exactly. But we can't want better and hope that it's going to get better without doing better. So that's how I feel. So that is it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show, and make sure you share it. Ron, you want to tell them where to find you?
Yeah, y'all find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The Famous Homie. Real quick, don't mean to be doing a promotional, but we got a lot of stuff going on with Poetic Ghost Productions. We got the men's thing going on, where we, you know, I don't want to talk too much details about it, but y'all wait and see. You know, we got that going on. We got personal projects going on. I got a TV series coming out. You know, got live auditions this Sunday. So there's a lot of things going on. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The Famous Homie, and stay updated with everything that's going on this year, because it's a big year for all of us.
So are your casting calls on your page for this Sunday?
Yes, it is on my page. I'm going to repost again the flyer for any late additions who wants to, you know, go ahead and audition. We do have a lot of people that's coming, you know, 50 plus people coming on Sunday, but anyone that wants to act, I got a TV series. It's about single parenting. And it's we definitely have, it's a great series. And if you want to audition, just DM me or hit me up, and I could provide you with a slot to audition in the TV series that we have coming out.
Okay. And then for Poetic Ghost Production, next Friday, they're going to be casting calls from 2 to 7 in LA. The information is on Poetic Ghost Production Instagram page, as well as I just shared it on my page in the stories. And so all the information is there on how to come out. And that one is for a reality show for big man season, and that is for our plus size men. So come on out if you're interested. And what else do we have coming up? That's it for now. I'll just say those for now. Yeah. And on that same post, I think I gave the next 3 dates of things that are coming up. And Bambi, do you want to tell them where to find you?
They already
I got it's a little noisy back there. But you guys can find me on Instagram at Many Shades of Bambi.
Okay, so we know where to find each of us. Thank you again for joining us tonight. We will see you next week on Thursday, 7 or 8, because the next day we have casting calls and we need to get ready, but 7 or 8. So come on out if you are interested. We're excited. We're very excited. We are very busy and we are very blessed. So thank you for joining. Please make sure you subscribe and follow us on each of our social media pages. So have a good night. Thank you for joining, Crown Royals. Good night.